What's up? It is a beautiful Sunday morning here in Michigan. So got out the 66, took a little cruise this morning, got a coffee. Now I'm meeting up with my buddy Brian, who has the baddest Focus ST you'll ever see. Bag, big turbo. Actually, here I'm pulling up right now. This car is sick. So stay tuned, this should be a good one. What up?
What's up, guy?
So this is Brian.
Hi, folks.
My buddy for a long time. I've had a little hand in helping him put this car together, so I know a little bit about it, but he's gonna tell us all about it. I'd say this is probably the most famous Focus ST in the country.
It might be. So, first off, 2014 Focus ST, ST3 package. So, for those of you who don't know, full leather Recaro seats, opposed to the partial leather with your blue or yellow, gray, whatever inserts. HID headlights from the factory. It's got all the options, so sunroof. Pretty much fully loaded. I mean, everything that comes with the ambient lighting, heated seats, all that good stuff.
Sure.
Other than that, I mean,
so a couple things are different than that. Yeah. So let's start with the most obvious thing, these wheels. Probably the sexiest wheels I've ever seen on a Focus.
Wheels are BC forged HCA 383S. They're 18 by 9.5, ET 35.
ET 35 all around?
All around, yep, square. Two-piece forged. Really nice wheels. I had an old set of BCs on here before, just all brushed finish, kind of similar. Didn't have a split spoke like these do, kind of just a 10 spoke. Really clean look, but had those for a couple years, wanted to switch it up.
How many sets of wheels have been on this car? You're worse than me.
Let's see, AGs, I had a set of WCIs, water cooleds, and then 2 BCs. I guess if you're counting stock wheels, 5 sets.
With the Avant-Gardes too?
With the Avant-Gardes, yeah.
Of
so
all those
PJ
wheels.
Was my main influence with this car when I got it. So his was wrapped, but same car, same color underneath.
Yep.
We had the same wheels for a while, but then we had the same wheels again.
Yeah, I copied you after you copied me.
So his car was a big influence on me. But I've owned this car since it was brand new.
2013?
2014.
14, right?
So I've had it for a little under 5 years. It's got just a little over 39,000 miles. Don't drive it a whole lot. First year I had it, I put 20,000 miles on it.
Yeah,
I guess in the past 4 years I've only done 19,000 miles. But then again, I've had a daily driver at a 2008 Shelby GT500 that was a lot of fun. Now I've got a 2018 Fusion Sport that I drive.
That is a fun car. I've driven that.
Of fun.
Sleeper.
So this is just you know, the nice day car.
This is like my Mustang. So talk about the paint, because Brian details cars, and the paint on this car is, I don't know how good it's going to show up on the camera, but it is absolutely bonkers how deep this looks. So what's on it right now, coating wise?
So it's got about a month old C-Quartz UK 3.0. It's CarPro. So CarPro C-Quartz UK 3.0. It's their newest formulation of it. Really good stuff. In all honesty, it makes your upkeep of the car and keeping it clean just a breeze.
Yeah, Brian just drove here. How far did it take you to get here? It's like, what, a 45-minute drive?
Yeah, and it's pretty much
There's nothing on this car. My car would have stuff all over it after that trip.
And literally, I mean, all I do, I drive it, I take it home, park it in the garage, and I take a dry microfiber towel, the fluffy side, and just wipe from the top to the bottom, all the dust off it. And I mean, it doesn't leave a mark.
That's what I do too. No love. You don't really get any love marks from that.
No swirls. I mean, you know, I just wanted to redo the coating. The last coating I'd done was just about 2 years old.
Sure.
And there was starting to get some little swirls on the top portion of the back
Perfectionist.
bumper. So kind of pushed me to polish it. I did. Yeah, it just needed a one-step correction. I used Manzurna Final Finish 3000. Did a one-step and then did the coating. But it held up phenomenally for almost 2 years. And I mean, granted, I don't drive the car a whole ton, but
Yeah, but you're touching it more than a normal person.
Touch it with a dry towel.
Sure.
I hardly ever use any product with it, but just that I wash it maybe once a month, and I use CarPro's Reload spray that got they make a special quick detailer for it that's really nice.
Yep.
But, it's phenomenal stuff. It's really the best thing you can do for your paint, in all honesty.
So what else on the exterior?
So probably my favorite part of the exterior, Beaks Deep Dish Grill, which is one of 20 made. A guy, his name's Jordan, really cool guy out at Grand Rapids here, local to us. Really talented guy. Made a mold for those. Made a batch of 10 of them at first. I was the first one to get one. That was back in 2015.
Yep, I remember that.
2016. Yeah, it was actually when me and PJ did my turbo swap, which I guess we'll get to later.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We installed that. I had it sitting around for a couple months and threw it in there. And I mean, it just sets the car off. It's a lot different than the factory grill. It's just got the mesh,
it almost looks like it could be
mesh.
factory. That's what I really like about it.
Yeah, and I get tons of questions about that.
And then
asking where can I buy it? Well, you can't, unfortunately. But I've had people offer me $900 for the thing.
Wow,
I paid $400 for it. He painted it.
Right.
It's a really quality piece. I couldn't get rid of it though. It's different, and you really won't
not gonna see another one
with it.
And then the splitter.
Splitters Triple R Composites, which is out of the UK. Side splitters are the matching Triple R Composites as well.
Those really set this thing off when it's laid out. It looks so good.
Yeah, that flows really nicely. And then the back, I've got the Maxton Design rear valance. So that's actually painted tuxedo black. It's really hard to tell, but it's got a ton of metallic flake in it, which is kind of cool. The front splitter's painted tuxedo black as well. It was just the regular black like the side splitters are, but I had a little incident with I chipped it on a curb once.
No.
Yeah, like right when I first got it, so I had it painted tuxedo black. Maxton Design spoiler extension, Boombo wing risers, which are that sensitive topic.
That's a sensitive topic in the Focus community.
I
think
think
bag
it looks
cars
good.
can pull it off.
Yeah.
I think it looks right on this car for sure.
The roof is wrapped just a 3M basic gloss black.
Yep.
It's all wrapped down into here under the spoiler too. So when I had the risers on, I didn't really like how it
Sure, I
was,
remember that. Yeah, that does look
blue
sweet.
and black, so it kind of cleans up the look there. Otherwise, I mean, shorty antenna, but it's not too much to talk about. Honestly,
EcoBoost.
think that that's an EcoBoost badge off of Transit Connect.
Ha!
Looks really clean in my
That's
opinion.
hilarious, yeah.
But otherwise, exteriors, that's about it.
Clean, simple and clean. You got your fog lights are yellow.
Yep, yellow fog lights, so Laminex overlays with old school 3000K HIDs, no LEDs, old school stuff.
14. This thing's old school.
But yeah, that was the first mod I ever did was the headlights, and they're 4.5 years old.
Still rocking.
No problem.
Let's open the door. Let's check out this clean interior.
So that's what the inside of a Focus ST, the ST3 package looks like.
So carbon shift knob.
Carbon shift knob, which is an OEM piece from the 2016 and up, which you'd also get the carbon fiber along the doors here and the gauge stack in the center.
Access port.
Access port painted to match the car, performance blue.
Who tunes this?
Randy at Mountoon tunes it.
Okay.
He's tuned it since day one, ever since PJ helped me install my downpipe and exhaust.
Oh yeah.
Tune the same day. So that was I want to say December or January 2015. It's kind of what started everything. I remember going to your dad's shop and having it up on the block.
Oh yeah,
the car
the
was
winter.
filthy,
Yeah.
daily driver. But it's Randy's tuned the car ever since it was just basic bolt-on. So you know, did the 3-inch catless turbo back, and I loaded up the tune, a 93 tune, and it's been flawless. I've never had a hiccup with the car. I mean, we'll get more into the other mods I've got done to it, but all the stages it's ever been through, he's always had a great file on it.
Sure. Yeah, Randy's the man at Mount
More
Tune.
than
He does
with his work.
He did my big turbo Focus ST, and he does the wife's Fiesta ST.
Yeah.
Or no, he doesn't do the wife's Fiesta ST, but he did my Focus, and he did her old Fiesta ST.
Yeah,
the new
I can't
one.
say enough great things about Randy. That's for sure. Really good guy. You know, very timely response time, and you know, getting you files back. You know, considering how busy he is running, you know, the tuning portion of one of the bigger, you know, companies out there for this Focus and Fiesta world. So,
well, let's pop the hood.
Now that might be the dirtiest part of the car.
No. Yeah, that's the only bummer with these cars is the turbo is behind the motor. So all of us that have turbo swapped these things, I guess it's kind of good if you're going to race them, because it's really hard to tell if the car's got a big turbo on it. So walk us through what turbo's on this thing.
So it's got the ATP GTX 2863R 0.64 housing. It's got a Tile MVS 38mm external wastegate, open dump.
Yeah, this thing is
Absolutely
loud
nasty.
when the dump opens.
Not a lot of guys really run the external wastegate on this, but I kind of wanted that noise. It's got FS Works front mount intercooler, which is one of the smaller ones. I did that one, you know, after I did the exhaust.
Sure.
It's exhaust, I did intercooler, because you know those 200-degree charge air temps on the stock intercooler.
No
phenomenal.
Bueno.
But you know, it's one of the smaller intercoolers you can buy. But you know, 70-degree ambient temps, third to fourth pull, I see maybe a little over 100.
Yeah.
As to where it would go
terrible.
from 70 to 200 on the stock intercooler.
And a lot of that has to do with the fact that he has a AEM water methanol injection
AEM
kit.
water meth kit, which is awesome, and I honestly think that's probably the reason why the car is still motor release is still in one piece.
For sure. Yeah, that's the drawback with these cars, is they're direct injected and they run out of fuel relatively quick. This is the same water meth kit I ran on my car, so you're actually using it for supplemental fuel and cooling.
Yeah,
so.
And you know, a lot of guys will not tune for it, you know, just to reap the benefits, the cooling and the octane, which is a good thing. But I mean, you can pick up a bunch of power with it, you know, run more timing and boost, which is awesome. I did tune for it. I guess the only downfall of that is if the pumps to fail. I guess, and you don't catch it, you could be in trouble.
Yeah, so you keep your eye on the AFRs and the knock sensor, and if you see bad things happening, you get out of it quick. So
but other than that, I mean, Moroso oil catch can, intake manifold side, CPE, Block D, sound composer delete, which I also have my vacuum line running from that to the blow-off valve, or to the wastegate that it is, I'm sorry. Just basic stuff, Roush 3-inch intake tube, mount tune, coupler. And what else do we got? Breet short shift arm, which you can kind of see down there.
yeah, that was probably my favorite mod on my Focus
so
ST. It makes such a difference.
3 different reduction settings. I want to say 20, 30, maybe 40%. I've got it set on the max setting.
Sure. Yeah, that's
which is
awesome
really nice.
deal.
You know, really cheap piece, and it instead of replacing the whole shifter mechanism, it's just a quick little bolt-in piece down there. It's got redline tuning, hood struts, which are a necessity in my mind.
The best, absolutely.
As you can see, windshield wiper delete.
What? I never noticed that. I didn't know
Don't drive
that.
the car in the rain, although, what was it? About a month ago, the Cars and Coffee down there.
You got caught?
The day I took them off,
It rained.
poured.
I'm sure you got enough Rain X or something on there.
Ceramic coating on the windshield.
There it is.
Actually, so
Anything over 40, it probably
does
doesn't
better
matter.
than the wipers,
Sure.
honestly. I'm trying to think anything else under here. So yeah, ATP 3-inch catless downpipe phenomenal piece. Roush 3-inch catback, resonated, no muffler, sounds really good.
Yeah, it's the same setup I had on mine. It sounds badass.
Tile Q 50mm blow-off valve.
You can kind of see
it peeking down there. Purple. The wastegate's purple as well. I don't know if you can kind of get a shot of that.
I tried to get
there.
it. Kind of can see it through there.
Yeah, the external wastegate is naughty.
Yeah, it's wild.
No, I'm forgetting something.
I'm sure you're forgetting lots of stuff, but
other than that, I mean, it doesn't appear too done up under there. Then again, you can't see the turbo. Hardly see the wastegate, so it's
and this car has taken on a life of its own on Instagram.
Yeah, I've got a few followers on Instagram.
How many followers do you have from this car?
I just rolled over 16,000.
16,000. I'll post up some pictures of his car. Give him a follow. His what's your Instagram name?
It's at Brian Brian Crum, which is my last name, so Brian Crum _.
Yeah. Always awesome shots of this car on there, so definitely check that out.
I'm grateful to have a lot of photographer buddies who are always very willing to shoot my car.
Yeah, this color, I miss this color. It photographs so well.
If you go to bcforgedna.com, you'll see both. They just put up my new set with these wheels, and you can, if you go back a little farther down the page, you'll see my old set from when I had my old
For
wheels.
sure. At the end of the video, I'll post up. I'll post some pictures of the car on all the wheels it's been on.
For sure. And shout out, if you do go on there, to Dan Wilson, who is one of my good buddies who shot the set. Really phenomenal photographer. And Liam Isles, LEP Automotive, did my first set with the old wheels. Another very good photographer, really nice guy. So yeah, big shout out to those guys, and BC Forged as well. They always take care of me. So.
Right on. Well, should we drive this thing a little bit?
Sure.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked that video, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. I'm going to keep trying to post more stuff like this. Obviously, I'm just shooting my buddies' cars, you know, stuff that I like. The next car is going to be a lot different than that Focus ST behind me. It's going to be a big horsepower Street Fighter. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.